Good evening, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I am here once again to declare the winner of the video response wars this week, which happens to be none other than Crazy Josh Cravey. Congratulations, Crazy Josh Cravey. You are the winner of the video response wars this week, and I did watch your entire video entitled South Whidbey Academy Senior Graduation Video 2019. Alright, and I do have a few questions for you. Well, actually, for the people that were actually in the video, they do not have to answer if they don't want to, but if they do, hey, all the better. Okay? Now, I didn't have a question for every single one of the people in there. Sometimes I found it difficult to ask any questions because in some of this, they were kind of vague. And I was like, okay, what shall I ask them? And there was just some of them I just couldn't come up with anything that I really thought would be a good question. So I just decided, well, you know. But anyway, so I'll ask what questions I could think of, and if they want to answer, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. Okay. So, let me ask Parker Duncan this. What are your future goals? I mean, you brought it up. I'd like to know. And how has Charlie Davies helped the seniors in your school? I'd like to know that. And if I mispronounce any names, I really want to apologize in advance. I don't think I will, but if I do, I want to apologize in advance. Okay, as for Carter Snelling Hanel, do you plan to play football professionally? Be kind of interesting. Curtis Leadholm, you brought up something about music. I was wondering, do you play any musical instruments? And if so, which ones do you play? Olivia Karloff. Let me ask this. Okay. You mentioned something about being afraid of something. I was like, well, okay, what were you afraid of? Well, all right, what things might be that you might be afraid of? I don't know. I mean, you had brought it up, and I thought, well, okay, maybe I should ask. Casey McNeil, how has Charlie helped you? Have you ever overlooked anything? Okay. Mariah Peters, what world problem do you want to try to solve? And how has Christine helped you? I don't know who Christine is, but anyway. And as for Lexi Starrett's, I believe it's Foot. Again, if I mispronounce it, I am so sorry. Okay, what track events do you plan to participate in? And how has Charlie helped you? Dylan Blair, have you ever procrastinated? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you procrastinated necessarily in school. You could have procrastinated at your house. I mean, certainly, there's a lot of chores I've procrastinated on over the years, I can tell you that. A lot of things I didn't want to do, like mowing the yard or painting the house or anything like that. So, yeah, procrastination is a big thing with me. Yeah. Let's not even get started with mine, man. I have procrastinated several times, and sometimes to my own detriment, too. Okay. Haley Bunn. What video projects have you created so far? And how has Christine helped you? Mickey Kessel. What flavor of coffee is your favorite? And how has Josie helped you? And believe me, there's been several times in college where I actually turned in a project late, so I know what it's like to turn in a project late. And there was a couple of times in high school I did the same thing, so yeah. Have you ever turned in a project late? Okay. So, if any of you guys want to leave answers to any of these questions, you're more than welcome. If you don't, that's fine. Either way. But these are the kinds of things that just kind of took my interest, and I decided to go ahead and ask. So, we'll see if anybody wants to answer that. But anyway, I wanted to congratulate Crazy Josh Cravey once again on a fine job. You did a very good job of not only recording the video, but editing it as well. You did a very fantastic job. So, let us see how that goes, and we'll see if anybody decides to answer. I encourage them to answer because I think it would help them in their careers, but that's up to them. So, anyway, I want to thank you very much for adding that into the video response wars, and it was a very interesting video, and we'll see if anybody decides to answer. Alright, well, I want to thank you very much for participating, and I look forward. I am going to read your script sometime this week. It'll probably give me something to do until I actually take my trip. I am going to take a trip, you know that, so right before I take the trip, I'm going to go ahead and go through your script, and we'll make notes for that. And hopefully, on my next Video Response Wars entry, I will tell you what I think of your script. Okay, so I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.